Hello guys, welcome back to this channel and thanks for viewing this video. Today we are going to talk about how you can set some keyboard shortcuts for your menus and your sub menus. Okay, so in the previous video we talked about how to create a menu bar and how to set that menu bar to your frame and how to add menus to your menu bar and also how to add your menu items or your sub menu to your menu. And we also talked about action listener that can be added to your submenus and the menu listener that can be added to your menu. So in today's video, we will talk about how to set some keyboard shortcuts for your menu and also for your menu items. That means that instead of using a mouse to click on a menu or a menu item, you can use some keyboard shortcuts to do that. And we are going to determine those shortcuts in this particular video. But before I do that, let me come back on this concept of menu listener. Okay, in the previous video, you could see that I declared the menu listener directly in my, the menu item in the code here. Okay, so we have long lines of code here. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you could actually reduce the number of lines of code. First thing we had to do was to implement the menu listener up here. So where we have written implements action listener, we could add another interface. We could simply say comma and then menu listener like this. Let me say listener. And normally this was supposed to tell us to import the menu listener class, which we already did in the previous video. And here you can see we are having an error that is telling us to add unimplemented methods. I'll come back to that later on. So once we have done that, we have implemented the menu listener. When we come in our constructor, we will simply remove these lines of code here. I will get the errors. Don't worry about that. We will fix that. And that's the last one. All right, so we are having errors here. So as you know, these lines of code, these 4 lines of code I'm using them to actually add the menu listener to these menus. Okay, I'm using add menu listener. It's just like the same thing down here. I'm implementing the action listener, and in the constructor here, I'm applying or adding the action listener to these submenus. And as you know, we can't add action listener to menus. We need to use the menu listener. That's why I have implemented the menu listener and I am adding that menu listener to my menu. Okay, so one thing is missing here is this. Okay, this here is making reference to the class we are finding ourselves in, and that class is implementing the menu listener. I'll say this here as well. Now you can see that I don't have any error at all. So I'm saying here is that for this menu, home underscore menu, I want you to add a menu listener, and I'm passing the argument here, which is the class that is implementing the menu listener interface. So now we still have this error here. And when you click on that, you can see it's saying 2 quick fixes. One available is that we need to add unimplemented methods. So when I click on that, a method is supposed to be added. When I come down here, you can see I have 3 methods added: the menu canceled, the menu deselected, and the menu selected. We can define the behavior of our menu whenever we select it. So let me just save time. I will copy these lines of code and I'm gonna change that. So now I'll come to this method called menu selected. I'll paste it. I'm getting the error because this is the argument that we need to pass. We called it E here, so I need to change it to E everywhere. We could actually even change that. We could also call it EVT here, okay? But just to make a difference, let's leave it like that. So here we are saying that in this particular method, if the source of the event is, so here we need to put the name of the menu, home underscore menu. We want our program to output, this is home menu. As simple as that. So we would do for the rest of the menus, we can say about underscore menu. Let me add is here. And here I will say this is about us menu. Now here blog underscore menu. And up here I will say this is blog menu, or our blog menu. And then the last one would be contact underscore menu. And I will say this is contact us menu. Okay, as simple as that. So now you can see it has reduced the number of lines of code. Down here, we have determined the event of our various menus. So let me run and see that nothing will change. When I click on home, you can see this is home menu. When I click on about us, you can see our about us menu, our blog menu, contact us. This is contact us menu. Okay, so nothing has changed. So in the previous video, we created the menu listener inside our menus in the constructor and all of that. But here is a lot more simple and a lot more easy to maintain. And that's why I really wanted to show you this. So now let's come to how you can actually set some keyboard shortcuts for your menus. So let's come back to the constructor. Okay, so if you want to set some keyboard for your menus, this is what you need to have. So I'm going to come to the the home underscore menu, and I will say home underscore menu that set mnemonic, and inside I'm going to determine the key. So I will say key event that vk underscore h. Let me import the key event. So this means that the shortcut to select home menu would be the combination of the Alt key and then the H key. That's what this means. I can copy that here and I will say about underscore menu and key event that VK, I'll say A here. And that would mean that shortcut for me to select the about menu would be the combination of the Alt key and then the letter A key. So let me continue. For blog underscore menu, in the brackets, I'll say key event that VKB. So the combination is going to be Alt plus B and then contact menu. And here I'll say key event that VK underscore C. All right, let me run. So now when you want to click on your menu using the keyboard shortcut, if you want to select, let's say if I use the combination Alt H. Now you can see a message showing this is home menu. I'm going to use the combination Alt A. It's showing this is about us menu, and you can see that the submenus are even showing. So that means that I have used the right combination key for this particular menu. I can continue. I will say Alt B. You can see the blog menu has been selected and it's even showing its submenus. And the last one was Alt plus C, like this. And you can see the contact us has been selected, and you can also check that the message is showing in the console. So we have set the keyboard combination or keyboard shortcut for our menu. And this is how you do that. And also you can note that on the menus, each letter that was used in the combination for the specific menu has been underlined. All right, what if we want to do the same thing for our submenus, okay, or the menu items down here? How to do that? We will still use the set mnemonic method. So here we would instead write vision underscore item set mnemonic. In the brackets, I'll say key event vk underscore. As for this one, I will say v. So for the submenus, the keyboard shortcut would not use the Alt, okay? So that means that if you want to select this particular submenu, which is vision item, you have to directly click on the key. So here, the key that we are using is the V key on our keyboard. So that means that when you click on V, the menu item, our vision, will be selected. Let me run and show you. So you have to select the menu. When you select the menu, let me say Alt A, and then when you click on V, there you can have the message output in your console that you click on the vision submenu. All right, when you run, let us select the About Us, and then when you click on the keyboard V, you can see you clicked on the vision submenu. So that means that if you want to select your menu item or your submenu using the keyboard shortcut, you only have to press the key you defined without holding the Alt key. As for the menu, you have to hold the Alt key and then the key you define. Okay, so that's basically the difference. So let's come back to our constructor and we will continue defining the keyboard shortcut for our menu items. So here I will say mission, and for mission I will say M. For podcast, I will say P. For the article, I will say A as the key. For the message item, I will say M. For the last submenu, which is donate underscore item, I'll use the key D. All right, let me run. And also note that because we already defined the keyboard shortcut for the menus, in order to be able to click on the submenus, we first need to select the menu. All right, so it's just logical. You can't select the submenu without passing through the menu. If I use the first menu, which is home, so I would say Alt H. So this is home menu. I don't have any sub menu there. I'm going to use the second menu, which is the combination key Alt A. Now I see this is About Us menu. And in the About Us menu, if I want to select our Vision submenu, I'll say V. It says you clicked on the Vision submenu. If I say Alt A again, and if I want to select on our mission using the keyboard shortcut, I will say M. I will see you clicked on the mission submenu. All right. So when I select Alt B, it has opened our blog menu. And if I want to select the submenu in this menu, I will say P for podcast. If I say Alt B, if I want to select articles submenu, I can tap A. And then you clicked on the articles submenu. If I say Alt C, it opens the menu Contact Us. And if I want to select on Send a Message submenu, what did I say? It's M. So I'll say M here. You clicked on the message submenu. And then if I want to select Donate here, if I say D, you clicked on the Donate submenu. So that's what I wanted to show you. So that's it. For the menu keyboard shortcut, you have to combine it with the Alt key. So Alt key plus the key you defined. But as for the submenu, you don't need the Alt key. You directly type the key shortcut. And also, if you're having menus and submenus on your menu bar, if you want to select a submenu, you first need to select the menu, and then you can type in the keyboard shortcut for your submenu, and it will work just fine. So guys, that's it on how to use keyboard shortcuts in order to select your menus and your menu items. And I really hope this video was informative, and please don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. Let's meet in the next one.